Well, the world changed yesterday. Get ready to witness the future of warfare unfold as Ukraine's AI-powered drone strikes have not just shifted military strategies, they're rewriting the rules for every country's defense system. Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb saw 117 AI-guided drones target Russian bomber aircraft and air defense assets deep within Russian territory, with 34% of Russian strategic bomber fleet reportedly destroyed. These precision strikes came at a fraction of the cost of traditional missile systems, around $10,000 per mission versus millions. The operation's innovative blend of visual, inertial navigation, LiDAR mapping, and AI targeted recognition has proven how smaller nations can now challenge even the most advanced militaries. For the everyday consumer, the signals a seismic shift in global military balance, defense spending, and the future of geopolitical stability. I sit back and say, is this the gunpowder moment? Back in the feudal states, knights had armor and weapons and stuff that peasants couldn't afford. The common folk couldn't afford. They didn't have the defenses, but though people could, the military controlled them and they couldn't rise up. But as soon as gunpowder and guns were invented, we could shoot through that armor and anybody could have one. That changed the state of how things were run. And now we switch back and say, are we having that kind of moment with the military? And it used to be, if you wanted, you'd have to spend millions and billions of dollars. And now we can do this with sub-$1,000 drones.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, when you say yesterday, you mean June 2nd, because I don't know when this is coming out.
But sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I read an article or saw a post yesterday. So let me dive into this and I'll tell you the details. So these drones, they cost about as much as 10 iPhone 16 Pros each. Very minimal amount, okay? And they're operated without human pilots, and they were able to find and attack targets on their own, even in areas where GPS and radio signals were jammed. So that's scary. So they targeted multiple Russian air bases and some air bases that were thousands of kilometers apart. They damaged or destroyed over 40 strategic bombers, including the Tu-95 and the Tu-22M3 models. Those are significant because I just read that the destruction that they caused reduced Russia's nuclear capabilities by 34%. And that's significant because if you look at the nuclear arms between the US and Russia, they're about 5,000 nuclear arms each, okay? And they've kept that about the same since the Cold War. The next closest is China with 600. So reducing their capability by 34%. Is this the start of potentially the next world war? Who knows? But it's scary. And like you said, these are low-cost drones, which are causing millions of dollars of destruction. This is scary.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the politics of either side of it. I just want to talk about the technology. No, don't. You didn't get into it. I'm just saying because that's a whole different discussion. Yeah. The 34% number is the 34% of Russian strategic bomber fleet reportedly destroyed. So I'm not sure, what that means for nuclear capacity, because I didn't see anything on that. So just take that with a grain of salt, because that number seems to be, and we're getting different numbers from inside Russia, from outside Russia, but the damage is a lot. I'm hearing something like $7 billion. So in damages from these into Russia, we'll have to see. I thought not too long ago, Korea was demonstrating cardboard-based drones that they were weaponizing. So to me, this is scary. Scary for a lot of reasons, because this is the new terrorist weapon of choice, obviously, from now on in, because why wouldn't it be? And the situation changes where, I don't know, rightly or wrongly, you had to have a powerful military. You have to spend all that, do a lot of money and military planning to do war, to engage in activity with another country. Yeah, I think that bar changes, and I'm not sure if I like that or not.
Yeah.
Again, I like countries being able to defend themselves. And I like, that the technology is cool. I also don't like the fact that the North American restrictions on drone technology means that we're way behind what's happening in the East. And I guess we're going to have to see some of those restrictions change.
Yeah. I think this is smart. This is innovative. This just goes to show the resiliency of Zelensky and Ukraine as far as like being able to defend themselves despite the political turmoil that is happening and the support that's up and down and all that sort of stuff. So this is great. Really interesting though. Really scary, but interesting.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to speak to it. Is Russia going to counterattack? Are they having peace and whatever now? Hopefully, I'm anti-killing, so I'm hoping that the war gets resolved. So that's just kind of again, because we're talking about this, people that will want to take sides and come at us in different ways. I just think that we need to be aware that this is the future of warfare, unmanned, sub a few $1,000 that can destroy almost anything. Do we really need jet fighters anymore? Does the military get replaced by, people who play PlayStation and Xbox all day long? Like, what changes as a result of the whole shift in the type of warfare? Do we actually need people involved anymore?
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's two types of warfare that are happening now. It's digital and autonomous.
Yeah, and we are, whether this is or this isn't, but we are in the middle of the first AI war, I guess, because there's a lot of AI weapons being used in the Ukraine-Russia war, and it's only the beginning.
It is. It's scary, but yeah.
So we'll have to see where this goes. I'm interested in what it means for consumer drone tech and the types of things we'll see in the future. I am concerned about, what this means for the future of warfare and whether wars will break out more commonly as a result of this.
Yeah.
But there you have it. AI drones aren't just military marvels. They're proof on how tech is reshaping power on the global stage. But here's the big question for you. Do you think these innovations will make us safer in the long run, or are we opening Pandora's box of an unstoppable military tech? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Tired of drowning in repetitive tasks while your competitors race ahead? Every minute you spend on manual data entry, scheduling, and routine processes is a minute you're not growing your business. Flowgrammer.ca transforms your workflow chaos into seamless automation. We build AI-powered systems that handle your busy work so you can focus on what actually makes you money. Our clients typically save 15 plus hours per week and see their productivity double within 60 days. Visit flowgrammer.ca for a free automation audit. That's flowgrammer.ca. Stop working in your business and start working on it.
So what do you got going on, John?
Yeah, no, just working on a couple things with some partners. So have a look out for that coming up. But just helping companies secure government funding. So depending on when this comes out, there could be some programs open. Just have a look at my LinkedIn or reach out to me on LinkedIn. But if they need help with everything else with their business, how do they find you, Craig? What do they do?
Well, head over to torontostarts.com. You'll find all our events and many of our stuff over there. If you're looking for help getting your business moving, looking for coaching, looking for workshops and events related to the startup community in Toronto, check out torontostarts.com. If you're looking to do business automation and you're figuring out where AI fits in your business, head over to flowgrammer.ca. That's where we do AI and no-code automations with NAN and other tools. And we have meetups and events to educate and promote these types of technologies that people should be using. So check that all out. And people should find you on LinkedIn, John, for non-dilutive funding, like you mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, find me on LinkedIn. That's the best way. I think I have a link that you can book an appointment directly through my LinkedIn. I think I have that set up. If it doesn't work, please let me know. But yeah, find me on LinkedIn.
And I know this is inside baseball for the people who are listening, but we're putting out videos as well as the audio files now, and they all go out separate schedules. So we're gonna have like this will go out much sooner on video than audio. So we'll have to cover whatever when we're talking about what we have going on.
All right.
So check all our websites out, and if you're looking for what's open right now, is FedDev open, John?
No. So there is a FedDev stream that's open right now. Oh, sorry, FedDev. No. So what I found out with FedDev, they should have been open by now, but because of the federal election, they are not. So by the time this comes out, they might be open, but they should have been open May, June, but it's delayed because of the election.
All right. Check out, if you're looking for information on non-dilutive funding for your business, check out John Irwin on LinkedIn.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you, everyone, for listening or watching.